Let's get this PowerPoint up and my 10 minutes shall begin.
Hey.
Slideshow. Oh no. Oh, there we are. Excellent. Well, good morning everybody, bore da pawb. It's good to be here with you today. It has been an incredible year. Thank you. Last year I stood here with my knees knocking, trying to think about what the year would bring, trying to find my role in the midst of this new local ministry area transition position and trying to work out how this was going to happen. And so here we are. This is the transition team, and I would like to offer a very big vote of thanks to my team. We are small, but we are eager, and we are very, very busy in our work. I know that this morning that John is here with us, so right to left is the Reverend John Hancock, there's me in the middle, and on the left, that might be somebody who's not familiar to you, that's Mr. Simon Thane. And both John and Simon are gentlemen who have past history, who have experience of change management. So coming together as a team over the last 12 months, we have put together a programme in order to facilitate the beginnings of our local ministry area. And as I say, it's been an incredibly busy year. Thank you. But behind us, and I hope I've remembered everybody, I know the bishop's not on you by the way, because it's the bishop's team, and you know what the bishop looks like. Behind the transition team is the senior staff team, and this is our team. And so as we began the work that we were going to do as the senior staff team, we would contemplate the needs of the diocese, and then we would start to bring to the people the ideas of local ministry, how they would function. But as we've moved through the year, we have had different issues that have been raised. And so once a month, the ministry team has met and has contemplated these issues. And I think 12 months down the line, we're actually at a point now where things are starting to look quite smooth. And we're moving along in transition mode at quite a smooth and rapid rate. So, ministry areas within our diocese. Initially, we weren't sure if we would be 22 or 23, but Glyn Éireann have decided to be two parts, so there will be inland and coastland, making us a grand total of 23 local ministry areas throughout our diocese as a whole. This made me giggle. I needed to share it. Friends, it's very difficult to make change, and coming together to our first open meetings, as I've met with, I think about 12 different LMAs to this point, people have been eager to bring new things in, but perhaps not so eager to embrace the change. But bearing in mind, friends, that we have been in our parish positions since the 3rd century. So this is a large change for people to embrace. And understanding the information and communicating that information has been a very big part of what my team and I, and certainly the senior staff team, have been doing. Thank you. And so, our LMA work. So 3 sessions we begin with within the LMAs to start facilitating that change. And here I believe we've got the Brotivey LMA. Moving forward. We always begin our sessions with worship, and this was the altar that was prepared in Brotivey being the first LMA to be licensed. And it's important for us all, as people together, as the body of Christ, to offer to God in prayer our meetings that are ahead of us, in order that He may guide us through the decisions that need to be made and the work that needs to be done on that particular occasion. And we begin with worship, and we always end with worship. Now, it's really important that our meetings, and they have been, an opportunity for people to talk, not just for myself or John or Simon or indeed the archdeacons, to stand at the front and tell you how this must be done. Hopefully, for those of you who are in the process at the moment, you have found there has been opportunity to discuss issues. And we always begin by expressing, what have we got on here? Our hopes for the future. This is at the very beginning of our meetings and the very beginning of our consultation process. Thank you. And then, of course, there is expressing our fears. And I have to say, up until this point, we have a lot more fears than we have hopes for the future. But that's okay, because it means if we have that voice, we have the opportunity to raise our concerns. And hopefully in raising our concerns at these open meetings, my team, myself and the staff can actually start to give some answers to how these things are going to work and how we move forward. And of course, there's that opportunity for us to discuss, well, what are your expectations of us? And that gives me an opportunity to explain my role, the role of the companions, and the role of the archdeacon in this time of change. And friends, it really is an opportunity for us to mould and shape our various areas as we feel we ought to be moving. Coming in and facilitating the change into local ministry areas doesn't mean that I'm going to come in and tell you what to do. And I hope, for those of you who have already been through the process, it's been an opportunity for you to think together as the people of God as to how you would like your church to be, how you would like your LMA to function, and to look at the opportunities for the future, and to be aware of what the pitfalls could be. Some more pictures. This is West Chemice, moving onwards. You'll notice there are smiley people. There are a few. Everything, go back. Thank you. Everything gets uncomfortable when it's time to change. That's just a part of the growth process. Things will get better. Be patient. Speak to Callan Hugh Mosford. Where is Callan Hugh Mosford? He's at the back. There he is, waving there. Being the first LMA to transition, Hugh, bless him, had very few ministry staff. He had a huge area to deal with. He had lots and lots of different churches to work with. But now at the end of the first 12 months, I believe things are starting to settle down. There is always chaos in the midst of change. But if we hang on, if we fully rely on God, if we offer our work to God in prayer, then eventually things will settle and that chaos will become our norm. That's me. That's me. It's very difficult to take pictures of people in chairs all the time. So these are images that we have on our Facebook page. And the Facebook page allows us to actually ask for prayer and ask for that spiritual support that we need to do the work out there. And so this is Southwest Pembrokeshire. This is my home spot. So I could be extra friendly there. So, we're here to help. We have a number of documents and we have a few more in the pipeline that give you the written information to guide you through your local ministry area. These are my A team. These are my A team. The senior staff on my B team. These are my A team. The Diocesan office are playing a very large role in our transition. They are filling those spaces that need information. They are filling those spaces within our local ministry area where training is needed. Certainly at the moment, Nia and Howard have been travelling around the local ministry areas looking at finance, supporting the treasurers, starting to talk about that new way of honing in on caring for our finances and supporting those people who deal with our pennies within our LMA. But there are all sorts of other options that are coming out within the next few months. We will be talking about data protection if you need it, and buildings, that would be Emma. We will be talking about a whole host of other things that affect the way that we run. So friends, the diocesan office and the staff there are people who are there to help, not people to hide behind the walls up at Abergwili, but smiley, friendly diocesan staff who are there to help and support you in what you need. And if I've missed anybody, I'm sorry. So this is our Facebook page. When I'm out and when the gentlemen in the team are out and we're working, I will pop up onto the Facebook page a number of things that we're looking at, the places that we're working, and as I say, this is an opportunity for us to share with you what's going on so you can see that we're working hard, but also an opportunity for you to support the diocese on a prayer level, praying for us in the work that we're doing together, because this is something that we're doing together, not something I'm doing to you, but certainly something that we're doing together in our ministry areas. Thank you. Oh, thank you. She's on the ball. Another resource that we have, which is very new. I'm almost there. Can I just, please?
Unfortunately, you can't, I'm afraid.
Oh.
The other thing I was going to say is that when that sound goes off, it means that anything that's not been said isn't going to be said, I'm afraid. But thank you very much indeed, Marianne.
Never mind.